Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to another cast here on the Ashen channel. And today we are having a look at a first-person view of Sally playing his renowned Nidalee. Sally, a player that you might know from the Chinese super server. He used to play a lot of Cassiopeia. He always was a Nidalee player as well, but he most definitely... Oh no, what is happening in top lane? Okay, so number one, we don't have a pan up there. Okay, no F keys, so I will be detracting points for that. But obviously he saw that very well looking at the minimap. But you know, he could have seen it better. He could have used his F keys on bot lane as well. But okay, we're starting off blue side, just full clearing blue side. Contrary to popular belief, Nidalee is actually quite reliant on her level 6 power spike. So the quicker you can get through the jungle, the better. Okay. So, all right, we're doing pretty fine here. Okay, 3 minutes and red buff is cleared, which means the full clear would be 3:10 or something. It's not the fastest clear there is on Nidalee, but he also has his smite available. Yep, and he's available for the counter gank. All right, W's out, dodging the E, pulling Nidalee into his W, into his trap. Something to be considered. Alright, you saw Cannon auto attack this trap there, right? That is actually because Cannon attack moved. Okay, so very good habit that you can get into, and this is a dead at least. There is nowhere to go. You can dodge the spears all you want. Yeah. You don't get her. Alright. 1.5. So 145 or 110 is what you're looking for. So 1100 or 1450 gold is your recall. That you like a lot, because you can buy a Darksteel, which is incredibly good on Nidalee. Early on, can help you snowball really well. Often Darksteel is what actually puts me ahead of the jungler, because I tend to have these games that are super chaotic. Okay, this is much more dangerous, this game, but yeah, this fight, but yeah, that is a dead elite. Alright, perfect. So now I'm expecting an invade at least. No, actually no invade. Interesting. Okay, so clears his camps. Obviously the blue side camps. With blue side I mean, you know, the side where the blue is, dependent on which side you're on, there, top or bottom of the jungle. But these camps, Gromp and Wolves, they are better for champions that have strong single target damage, which Nidalee, deceivingly, because of her W, you might think that's not the case, but she definitely has more single target damage. And you see, not a lot of spears are landing here. Why is that? Because people, and this is something that you will learn, and I will still also encounter, is that people, as they get better, as you rise in the ranks, people dodge your spears more and more competently, right? Because Nidalee spears, they're not that difficult to dodge. And so, you know, at some point you can still predict, but then later on, people actually look at the spear, judge where it's going, and then they reactionary dodge instead of dodging into the prediction. So what you need to do is you need to somehow manage to catch them standing still, like there, right? Where he is focused on something totally different. By the way, we are seeing the invade here. Okay, so Gromp obviously is a great camp. It restores your HP, restores your mana. So yeah, you see him leave the jungle with more mana than he came in. He's not over farming it, right? He's not trying to take everything and risking a fight where Cannon can collapse. But you know, he's taking a camp here, he's taking a camp there, and now he is the timer on the camp as well, which means in the future he can plan around exactly that. Alright, clearing out his camps. 1,600 gold. Very good, very good. That means he has plenty of money to recall into. Alright, beautiful. So we'll see what exactly he gets. I'm expecting at least a Hextech alternator and then either Darksteel or not. Yep. Okay, okay, very... Oh, yeah. That's actually much smarter. Yeah. So I was thinking Hextech alternator. But I think the cooldown reduction, this is something that I've been wondering for a while. And maybe Sally, I'm gonna have to like watch more replays of him, because maybe he has the answer. I've been thinking about whether or not the cooldown reduction, which you don't get a lot of, is actually more valuable than the reduction that you get. And then the little bit of damage that you get with Hextech Alternator. I always thought Hextech Alternator, because Nidalee is not a champion that has long cooldowns, right? And so 10% when rounded, and rounding clearly is a thing, right? 10% when rounded is usually less than in bigger numbers, because the bigger the number, the more accurate you get, right? Very ego here for him doing this. I wonder if we saw... Yeah, I guess we know now where she is, but and that she was topside, but that was... Holy moly, dude. Very self-sure. Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay. She was taking Herald, actually. Alright, let's see. So Thresh absolutely griefing that hook. Obviously, it's always a difficult question, right? Because you can kind of expect the lower percent plays. Okay. Spear doesn't hit. Heal has been used already. Next spear does hit. And this is the point where we get into very dangerous territory for the enemy team, because this Nidalee has 8 stacks. And one could say that with 8 stacks, you can most definitely build a Magi's after your Zhonya. And that means that not only do you have more money, but your next power spike is cut very short, right after the Zhonya. Which lines up to very dangerous, like, 4th dragon fights. And oh my god, that spear nearly didn't finish the Scuttle Crab off. That is sad. I want to see Sally use the traps more to like cover bushes and cover vision and stuff. I don't really see him do that a lot, and that is something that I, for example, I noticed on my gameplay, my own gameplay, that I didn't do it. And I started doing it, and it's great. Like, you get so much more vision. Maybe that's irrelevant because, you know, people are tracking well, but like I can't imagine that to be the case. So yeah, maybe we're just in solo queue mode, right? We are 6-0. We're also streaming, but I think that one thing that makes Nidalee so strong at invading as well are the traps, and it's the fact that he can just... Oh, maybe we punish. Oh, he's playing with your time, Nidalee. No, not just recall. I swear to God, no, just recall, please. No, I've seen this movie too many times. I don't like it. No. Oh god. What an animal, dude. That I would have never hit that spear. predicting people's movement. Sometimes... So here's the weird thing, right? That... Oh no, we're upset. Oh no, we are big upset. Okay, let's be honest here. Yes, use his flash faster. I agree, Darius, but holy moly, dude. That was 10k ego play of Nidalee. So one thing is, he had so much money that at that point, right, he wasn't very far ahead. And now, this is a really big loss. Because first of all, Kennen is not the person you want to give money to, because Kennen can take over team fights. And as Nidalee, you have to hit good spears to make that, you know, to prevent that from happening, right? And the other thing is that obviously if he's able to collect enough Darksteel stacks, that's huge. So by the time that he finishes Zhonya, with the fiesta that is going on in this game, is going to be soon a this could be, yeah, okay, it's fine. With the fiesta that's going on in this game, could be soon, you definitely want the 10 stacks, or I don't. Yeah, I guess we see Thresh. Thresh has not been roaming a lot. The enemy team's Thresh has kind of been bound to the bottom turret there, and then I feel like he hasn't really achieved a whole lot around the map. Something very untypical for these Chinese server. This game generally seems very not typical for the Chinese server, weirdly enough. Super server, because it's not that aggressive. I mean, you know, okay, so I mean, what am I saying, right? It's 27 kills by 14 minutes, so fair enough. But I don't feel like it is as aggressive as you would expect it. There's not a lot of team fighting going on, to be honest. Alright, that is a dead Kennen now. No flash available. Nidalee takes him down. And that is the first tier 2 turret going down in the top lane. I wonder why we are doing this. I wonder why we are making this decision instead of focusing onto our bot lane. I really wonder, because something like a Aphelios is infinitely more valuable than a Darius, right? I mean, I guess we could argue that something like an Aphelios is going to come online later, and he's not as reliant on snowballing as a Darius, maybe? I don't know about that. I don't. He is definitely very upset, and I am confused why he's focusing on the top lane so much. Because I for one I'm a passionate bot lane focuser. Because in bot lane there are 4 people, right? And like, just counter ganking bot lane can have a lot of impact, and it can have more impact than ganking like a top lane 2 times, just because of the people involved, right? Oh, interesting. We're going Banshee's Veil with another Fiendish Codex in the inventory. What is that Fiendish Codex going to build into? Is it actually going to be a Banshee's Veil Zhonya game? It's weird, like Banshee's Veil and Zhonya have been designed to be kind of mutually exclusive. Not really mutually exclusive, but like, you know, the game design on them says you either build this one or you build this one, right? They have a similar item path. They are designed similarly, right? With the Seeker's Armguard being one, and then the magic resist one that I'm currently But why did you feed this Darius? Why? So he can run into a turret once more. Swear to God. And top lane turret is like lost as well. Like I don't know. I mean, I guess one thing is that getting cannon behind is a good thing, right? So maybe that's his idea. All right. Yeah, that is the dead Lulu. Acha! It's an execute. Oh no, 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 no. Don't tell me it goes to the... God bless. Okay, that's really good. Draven even flashed. That is really good. But that's one of these situations where bad macro... where bad macro is... fixed by good micro. Not necessarily something that you want to see. Because it builds bad habits, from what I've heard. But yes. Let's have a look. Okay, cleanse gone as well. So the next team fight is going to be easy as pie. Okay. Let's see what we build here. If we're going to buy Seeker's Armor, or are we going to buy Magic Pen? Ha. And now we are sitting on a Fiendish Codex. So this escapes me a little bit. There is no magic damage on the magic resistance on the enemy team. So I guess I understand that Void Staff is a strong item, right? I can accept that, but like... I'm so weirded out by this. I guess he can sell his Darksteel as well. But how does he get control? I don't understand this. So either this build, this Nidalee build is like genius as fuck. Because he's hitting certain like breakpoints with the cooldown reduction of the Fiendish Codex. Or it's just like Monkey have better mechanics, so Monkey go clap cheeks no matter what his build. Like I don't... He's also not going for the dragon, which is... Maybe he's also... Okay, he is going for the dragon now, but like... Nidalee being around the dragon pit for like a minute before is pretty good, because you can place a lot of traps, and that can like single-handedly win you a fight, because like an enemy steps on a trap, right? You hit a long-range spear and the fight kind of just ends sometimes. Well, the fight ended like this as well. No smite available, so Elise could have definitely stolen, but I mean, who the fuck steals a Cloud Dragon, right? That's like going into a dollar store and, you know, not going for the cash register, but going for actually one of the items. Not necessarily the play. Alright. So let's see. We are absolutely fed, but make no mistake, this is only a 5-kill difference all in all. And Nidalee is, with Banshee's Veil a little bit less, but Nidalee is definitely a champion that is weak to lockdown. And with Cannon and Thresh alone, the enemy team can do a lot. But they also have Renekton and they also have Elise, which makes for potentially very nasty lockdown on him. Now Banshee's Veil helps out with that. Okay, we're going for Void Stuff. But a Zhonya in addition is probably a good idea, and that's what we're building with the Fiendish Codex. Okay, we're getting the magic penetration right now. So how much magic damage do we actually have? We have half an AP item with the Banshees, right? That's half AP, half resistance ish. Then we have a very damage oriented item with the Night Harvester, like more so than every other option, right? And then we have a Void Staff and the Sorcerer Boots. I don't know, man. I don't feel like this is... I don't feel like the Void stuff is necessarily worth it, but at this point, Banshee's Veil, even if it gets procced, Banshee's Veil still gives him loads of value. Because the thing about Banshee's Veil is not so much the shield. The shield is amazing, don't get me wrong, right? The shield is great. It's great versus Cannon, it's great versus Elise Thresh here, right? Elise can't just flash onto him. But the magic resist itself is the more valuable part here of the Banshee's Veil. Now, I'm still a little weirded out. I understand why you would build this item build if you wanted to go... if your item build was Night Harvester into Darkseal, and then you're trying to get... You get Banshee's Veil, and then you're trying to get the Darkseal stacks, right? The Magi's. And you play accordingly. Oh, that spear nearly hit, and that would have been a dead cannon a while ago, but cannon is picked up, and so the resistance is broken, I would say, and we can do the Baron here. Obviously, Nidalee, Elise will try to steal, so I would like a little bit of vision on the top side here, because Elise could loop around and then go in from behind, but with how fast the Baron is falling, that is probably not happening anymore. Banshee's shield is up, and Nidalee, interestingly enough, decides to go in and almost loses the 50-50, but the 50-50 is won because Elise panicked quite a bit here. And that is game. Pretty much, I would say. So, Aphelios has been doing well. Not as well, but... Not as well as he could have, but he has been doing well. Aphelios in mid game can be a little bit underwhelming, whether or not he's fed or not. But if you help him reach that 3-item power spike quickly, then he can definitely dominate the game. Okay. So Zhonya picked up, no potion picked up, which I find interesting. Obviously, you don't trade a Darkseal here for control wards, but he hasn't been running a control ward. No, he hasn't placed a single control ward. So I really hope he has eyeball collection as well, because with how he plays, he doesn't clear a lot of wards. I mean, I say that as he clears the ward, but obviously this is the most obvious situation to clear a ward, but I don't see him like just move into the enemy jungle trying to clear wards as well. He just throws on the sweeper for the occasion, right? To make himself safe. And the Banshee's Veil is procced again. But very strong spear here onto the Elise. Will not be enough. This could be actually enough. Alright, let's see. This is a fight that could easily be turned. Yes, the fight is going to be absolutely in favor of the red team. And now let's see what he can do here. His spears have been impeccably well hit. Let's see how well he can juggle this, okay? Another spear hits the Elise. That means the jungler is down. Now we need to take out the Draven. Thresh tries to take matters in his own hand, but another spear is going to find that Renekton, and we are looking for the Draven now. Absolutely fed. We are going to take over the fight 1v4, and that is why Sally is considered one of the best Nidalee players in the world, if not the best. Well done, Sally. He realized what was happening in the fight. He saw the angle of Renekton and Cannon going into his squishy backline, and he backed off and he played it slow. Something that as a Nidalee you want to learn is don't just go in because you hit a spear. Despacito. Alright? Take it slow so you can last long. Something very much in theme of Mrs. Nidalee here. And what you want to do is most definitely just, you know, try to hit those spears. Something that is always like had me think is that Nidalee can be limited by the amount of spears she can throw at these Baron fights and Dragon fights pretty heavily, right? And so I've been thinking for a while now if something like Luden's Echo or even better Liandry's couldn't be even a little bit better, because I kind of get the feeling, right, that whenever I'm strong, I'm kind of overkilling the enemies. If I'm like 1v1 with them, right, I'm always overkilling with Night Harvester. And ability haste is pretty freaking good. Now it does have some breakpoints where it's not as good anymore, and the more you get, the less you get, right? Which is why it's maybe not that as he just jumps in. Dude, I swear to God, this guy. Okay. So, oh no. Alright, scary situation. Yeah, it has to back off a little bit more. The turret is still going down probably. Oh, might have. No, it still is going down. Very, very different way of jungling in comparison to someone like me. I always try to leave my team their farm, and especially if I'm ahead. But as we just saw, he doesn't need them. For we won, and he still wins it, so, you know. It just goes to show, right? Nidalee, you would look at her and you would be like, yeah, she's not a champion that can like 1v5 though, right? She's not that champion, you know, like Katarina or something like that. Because, I mean, she does have a lot of resources, but it's in a very, very different way, right? Between her spears and her jump. But he almost exclusively used his spear here. And you see, like, he has to retreat from this fight. I mean, the fight was a tragedy one way or another, but he has to retreat just to get blue buff, because he is in dire need of mana. So this is one of the things that I've been thinking about, and I haven't been able to shake the feeling that maybe I should get like an item that gives me some mana. Okay, as Elise is moving in to the AD carry, we're not going for a spear onto the Elise because we know she will die one way or another, and this is a dead Elise, so why are we not picking up the Baron and just finishing the game? Oh, we're planning to coin flip this. Okay, well, we have 2 waves coming in, which is plenty of time here. We're going to take down 1 turret. That helps out quite a bit. Now, yes, the pocket, to be safe, is much smaller, and we're going to go into the Zhonya. Lulu planning to ult. Yeah, but that is still not enough. Darius, ultimate, 2 hours late, as always. But it looks a little bit like a wash, but with the end card popping up. It appears that this game is absolutely done. The enemy team will probably surrender. And that was an absolute showcase of mechanical Nidalee here by Sally, brought to you by KZH Lee Sin. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. And hey, if you stayed and you liked the video, then why not tell me? Like or tell me a comment, and I will see you guys in the next one.